There is a rule. It's called the first rule of resonances. The first rule of resonances is that when you are not aligned with your song of truth, and you focus on another, then you are not recognizing them as they truly are, and your stream is of no benefit to them. In fact, your stream can do great harm to them. Many individuals on a spiritual journey have a strong desire to give, a strong desire to help, to guide, to illuminate. An individual that is very connected to others, a teacher, an instructor, such an individual has to have a keen sense for when they are aligned in the oneness of their song of truth and when they are knocked off course. For if the individual is not aligned with their song, not in the grace of their song, they, as a teacher, can do great harm and set back many. And it's a terrible, terrible waste of potential. Spiritually dynamic individual has to set their ego aside. They need to develop exercises, triggers that they can perform before they undertake any task of treatment, consultation, teaching. They must develop these points as litmus tests to secure that they are in their stream of truth, that they are not in a reactive state. For if they are in a reactive state and they recognize another, they are recognizing another as something they are not, and your stream is of no benefit to them and can do them great harm. One technique that is very, very helpful is something I call the balloon technique. As you see, as spiritually dynamic individuals in persistent co-creation with energies, many realms and dimensions that are co-creating to help bring forth, crystallize actualization along this tier of expression. At times, the individual is aligned with their truth, and they're streaming with higher resonances of energy, and that other times they're knocked off course and have unknowingly partnered with baser resonances of creation. Oftentimes, when aligned with baser resonances, the individual may think that they are being of service to others and they're doing good works. But when they are aligned with baser resonances, they are not in the integrity of their song. They are merging with the music of the baser resonance of want, need, desire, seduction, helplessness, anger, dominion. And most important, loneliness. These streams, when filtered through one's song, corrode the integrity of the vibration that's being imparted. And the recognition granted through the reflection of one's eyes and the music of one's heart upon another is not only a disservice to the other individual, but can set them back in equal ratio to the catalyst for healing that they would normally impart when they were alive. The balloon technique is simple enough. As, in essence, an individual that is streaming as a spiritually dynamic individual, such an individual will be able to easily access a vast catalog of emotional resonances, higher stream that they have been opened up to along their journey. They have a catalog of emotional tiers and experiences that teach them the various chords and resonances of creation. And they can access and enter into any of these emotions easily. Unless there was a baser stream that was covering their heart chakra resonance and was changing the music that was being imparted from their heart. And so they are unable to feel the same way. And so the litmus test requires that the teacher focus on a simple chord, a simple emotional chord. Like a individual who comes in to tune a piano, who will take the high key and play it to see if it's on key. The test requires the individual to focus on a simple, innocent moment and allow the emotion of that moment to filter forth. If that moment is able to filter forth like a spring erupt, and you can be cascaded in the resonance of that stream, then you know you're certainly aligned in the oneness of your song. But if you're unable to execute it, it is indicative that you're partnered with a baser stream, and you must undergo a complete clearing before you can impart to another. The balloon technique is simple. Every child in this world, no matter if they have had a terrible experience growing up or if they've had a wonderful experience, have a long catalog of firsts. The first time they ran on a beach. The first time they went on a swing. The first time they lit a candle. The first time. Firsts. These are all beautiful, promising firsts, bursting with innocence, with wonder and joy. The balloon technique does not predicate that the individual specifically focus on the first time they recall receiving a balloon and engaging in the resonance of that feeling, swimming in the emotion of that feeling. The balloon technique relates to any experience the child had growing up. The first time they received shoes, the first time they received a toy that they recall, the first time they were able to ride a bike well, the first time is the firsts. It is the conduit, the portal of renewal. It is the expression of the inner child associated with the spring that brings regrowth and rejuvenation to what was once dead and dying. This is the conduit of the heart chakra resonance. And if an individual is able to trigger this litmus test and bask in the expression of this emotion, they know that they are aligned and able to impart. But if an individual finds that they are unable to access the emotional cadence of these memories, then the individual has a certain sign that they have been infiltrated by baser streams. And they are not partnered with higher streams of resonance, and that they first must go through a thorough clearing and realigning with the higher self before they can progress to impart and teach another. Individuals that have a complete loyalty and integrity to who they are and what they do will have no difficulty ensuring that they impart and teach completely with the integrity of all that they are. For it is the gift of their song that they came to this world to impart.